Okay, today's video is about a 2014 Audi A6. This car came to my garage yesterday. The customer's complaint was that the engine management light is on, the glow plug light flashing, and there's no power. Basically, the car starts, drives, but there's no power. There's no boost, there's no power. Sometimes he says the car doesn't rev more than 2,000 revs or 1,500, and it's powerless. The car is powerless. It seems like the turbo is not working at all. So yesterday I put the machine on the computer and I done some checks on the car, and I just wanted to make a quick video if you have this problem, this issue, so you know where to look. So I'm gonna show you on the diagnostic machine one more time. We go to diagnostics, we do an auto scan. I'm gonna read a couple of modules. There is some fault codes that came with this problem. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, and I'm gonna say sometimes when this problem comes on the car, you get 2-3 other fault codes on other modules. So I just want you to know this. Basically, don't panic. So if you go to we put a report. If you go to report, you go down. Okay, engine management, we have 2 fault codes. One is U111300. It says function limited due to received malfunction value. And the second fault code, which is active on the car now, it's turbocharger boost sensor A circuit low input. This is very important, low input. And then when we go to transmission, again we get invalid data receipt from ECM. In brakes as well, again it says function restriction caused by low voltage. So when I start, this car doesn't have a very good battery. When I started it this morning, it struggled to start. Eventually it started, but it struggled to start. So don't worry about these fault codes. The only fault code is function restricted caused by implausible message. So basically, when you have problem with the turbocharger boost sensor, sometimes it give you other fault codes as well, like this U code is 111300, function limited to a received malfunction value. Okay, I'm going to show you what the problem is on the car, and I'm going to explain this as well. Basically, I'm sure you know what the turbocharger boost sensor is. I'm going to show you on the car anyway. Turbocharger boost sensor A circuit low input. So and the fault code is P023700. So if you if you read the fault code properly, it says circuit low input. If you get a high input, that means it doesn't communicate with the sensor. So it doesn't say that exactly, but what usually the problem is, if it says high input, it's like there's a cut on there's a short circuit, or the plug is not plugged properly, or there's a problem with the plug, or somewhere down the line on the wiring there is a cut wire short circuit. But when it says low input, that means actually it does communicate with the sensor, but there's a problem there. So I want to show you on the car, and I will tell you how to test this. I've done the tests last night. I just wanted to make this video short. That's why I'm just going to tell you how to test it. I'm not going to actually do the test. I'm just going to tell you how to test it and what the readings should be. So this is the engine. This is a 2-liter diesel engine, and this is the turbocharger boost solenoid. And if you look at the wiring, we got 3 wires there. So I'm going to take go back in there because of the sound of the engine. So that's the sensor, that's the turbocharger boost sensor, and I checked the wiring. The wiring is fine, and the way, if you want to make sure the sensor is faulty before you buy the sensor, it's very easy. There's 3 wires, and one of the wires are red. That's the signal wire, and it should be 5 volt. So if you unplug the wire, start the car, unplug the wire, get a multimeter and measure the red wire. So you need to have at least 5 volt. Sometimes 5.2, 5.3, 5.5, it doesn't matter. You need to have 5 point when it's unplugged. And once you plug it in, if the voltage drops, that means inside there's a short circuit inside the sensor and it draws the power. So then we know the sensor is faulty. So make sure you do that check. It's very easy before you buy the sensor. The sensor is not expensive, but if you want to save money, just do the checks. So multimeter, measure the red wire. Unplugged has to be 5 volts, and once you plug it in, it has to be 5 volt. If it drops 5 volts, that means there's a problem with the sensor. Thanks for watching, guys.